Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing a drag and pull mica hatching technique. This is the kind of effect that you'll be able to complete after this tutorial. I've included a complete supply list as you see here, so let's get right into the video. The cup we'll be working on today has been prepped, painted, and epoxied with an additive added to the resin until smooth. Let's get started. I have applied a thin coat of resin to this cup, about 10 to 12 mils, and I'm going to just start dropping my inks, leaving this top space here kind of clear and randomly going in with the colors that I want on this tumbler. I'm not looking for full coverage with the inks. I just want to make sure I get enough on here for when we start the blending process that it will blend well. I'm using the teal as just an accent color, and then I'm going in with a tiny bit of metallic gold. I've mixed my separate cups with red epoxy and mica powder, and I'm going to be applying these in an up and down small stringy pattern. You notice that I try not to stop at the top and create bigger balls of the resin, so to say, and I keep that stick just shaking up and down on the cup, creating a stringy pattern. I'm going to alternate my colors and just get a visual of how much I have of each one on here as I go around. This is what's going to start to create our pattern once we have it all on there. Don't worry about your inks underneath there. They are going to blend, so at this point don't let that panic set in. I'm adding a little of the teal and blue mica in, and then I'm also going to add some white because I don't want the white in this tumbler to get lost. When I'm creating this cup, I do mix all of my epoxy at one time, so I mix about 30 mils of epoxy, putting 10 to 12 down as my base layer, and then using the remaining and dividing it among the cups for whatever colors of mica I'm going to use. I do recommend at least 2 or more colors of mica, but I really wouldn't go past maybe 5 so that you don't get it muddy. I'm going to quickly pass over it with my torch to pop any bubbles, and then I'm using a silicone stir stick and dragging from top up in just smooth fashions, one stream from the bottom up, and then I'm going to switch directions. You notice I am not wiping off my tool here. I am dragging and using it the whole time. Now you're going to continue going back and forth from left to right all the way around the cup, and then right to left all the way around the cup. You're just dragging up that mica into the alcohol ink through that base layer of resin. As you can see, the blending is already starting to take place, and now I'm just going to be going in, seeing if there's any areas that may have a wider gap between them and filling that in. And you notice I also don't go all the way to the top of the cup. I do want some of that underneath glitter additive that's in the resin to peek through. So I do let it spin here just a bit, and then I decide that I do want to go through again. So I go about 1.5 inches apart the first pass, and then I go in between each one of those lines that I already created. Again, I'm going to go left to right and right to left. This is what helps keep this pattern the whole time that you go through. You just continue this process until you're happy with the way that it looks. I'm going to bring you in a little closer so you can see the pattern that has started. Now, as this spins, it's going to change a little bit, so you never know exactly what your finished photo will look like. But you can see here, I see the gold. I don't see the alcohol ink lines underneath there anymore. It's all blended out. And resin levels out, so this will, like your deeper lines are going to level out as you spin. And if you notice that mess there on the bottom, this is tape. This cup is a 20-ounce Straubler, which has a screw-on bottom, so I wanted to protect those threads. So it's just tape, and that won't be there in the finished product. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial, and we'll see you again on the channel soon.